Start the recording, then make you host. At least now I can go and rush and have a cup of tea. Done.
Hi guys, are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are going to start with the issue of I'm going to explain to you about the margin level, pips, and all those kind of things, right? Like always, I love to teach where there is, something like a piece of paper and a pen so that you can be writing something in case there is something that is needed to be written. So yeah, as you can see, last time I said I use an application called FX Calculator. So that FX Calculator is this app here. So this is the app that I use whenever I want to enter the market. I need to know how much I'm going to lose. That you can see my entry point there is 1.077, whatever. If that's where I want to enter from, my stop loss is there also. If maybe that's where I want to come out from, risk money or risk by percentage, maybe I just want to risk about 3% of the money that I have. The money that I have there is 100,000. I can come, maybe my account is $3,100. I'll put it, okay, which pair am I trading? Maybe I'm trading NZUSD. I'll come to NZUSD, and I'll come here or if I want, I can come here stop loss in pips. I can say when it reaches maybe 30 pips, I want to come out. Then I'll just simply click there and calculate. So I know that if I go in, if I risk 3% of 3,200, it means that I'm going to lose. Amount to risk will be how much? Will be 96 USD. You can see it, right?
Yes, sir.
Ish, guys, come on. Can you guys unmute your audios?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can see it.
So you can see amount to risk, that is 36 USD. Position size. Position size, that's 32,000. That is in price unity. 32,000 in price unity. Standard lot. If we're using a standard lot, it means our lot size was going to be 0.32. If we're using a min lot, it means our lot was going to be 3.2. And if we're using a micro lot, we're going to, our lot size was going to be 32. What is our pip value per lot? So on each position, your pip value is your pip value is 10 USD. So how many pips do we have there? We have 32. I mean, yeah, 32 position in size. So we have 32. I mean, we have 30 pips of our stop loss. When we go by 3%, it means we have 30 pips of our take profit, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so now they are saying that pip value per lot is 10 USD. So how many 10 USD? If the pip is 10 USD and you have 30 pips, how much is our targeted profit?
300. 300.
Yeah, so it means if the 3% is also calculated in the positive pips, it means we are going to make something like 300 USD. But should we hit stop loss, we are going to lose something like 96 USD. So that's the position size. You can see here, you can also come here. There is position size, there is stop loss and take profit. So you can also measure it from stop loss and take profit. We have margin, Fibonacci, and pivot points. So we have the margin here. We have the margin. So let's say on the margin, how can I? Okay, on the margin now, let's do this. So let's do this quickly. Okay, I'm gonna come here. So this is Euro USD chart, right? This Euro USD chart.
Yes.
So let's say I want to enter. I want to figure at that price. So that price is zero. It's zero. Where is it? 0. No, sorry. 1.08 1.08051. I'm getting the echo. There is someone, I don't know who is using headsets or something. I don't know.
Boss, they should all mute their mind.
Okay, guys, let's mute for a moment. Okay. So we can see that will be our entry. And then let's say our take profit is somewhere around 1.08570. That's our TP. And then let's say our stop loss is 1.07433. Okay, so now we can see there. Now we go back to Euro USD. Oh my God, close. So no, wait. Okay, that's our calculated. Let's leave that one. Now we are at the margin. Now we are at the margin. So we have Euro USD there. That's our. Remember, this thing is market connected. It's active as we are speaking. So when the market is running, it's also running. You understand? So we want to check, like, okay, if we had a position in size, if we had, that's what you see that thing I was talking about, units. It says position per size. Let's say, let's put it at 3.2. Our leverage there is 1.50. You can see it, 1500. So you see, it's showing you the amount of margin that you need from this kind of leverage. Leverage also can be calculated, remember. So if you use that position inside of 3.20, so they are going to say in Euro USD, at that entry where it is right now, and that leverage, the calculation will need something like 0.069 USD. So why do we need this? We need this because of this part here. the margin. We need to see the margin that we have. Just that I don't have running trades. I think somehow I was going to show it in a better way if I had running trades. I was going to show there's margin percentage and everything. I think some of you see those things. There's free margin percentage and everything. So this is the margin percentage that you need, the 0.06. You must need to have this per lot size. Like every lot of 3.2 is going to require 0.069. So depending on the positions that you're going to put on the market, it will determine the amount of money that is needed. So this one, mine is connected to my balance here, which is 71,519. So if I entered like that, every position will require 0.069. You see, it will require that. So it's per volume of a certain pair. You can see AUD card is showing 0.047. Let's go to GBP USD calculate. It's showing 0.083. It depends with the pair that you're going. So you need to know the volume of whatever you are trading. Should anything go behind, go south side, what do I need to do? So you need to know the margin level that you have. This is the reason why we need apps like this, so that you know how much you are risking. Like in the first place, I showed you that we're risking $96, but if we hit our TP, it means we're going for $300. So this is how you measure the amount of margin required on a particular trade. So this app, you see, it shows stop loss and take profit, all those kind of things, you see. So here you can see it's account currency, euro is USD, currency pair euro USD. Entry price, you can see entry price is 1.08777. So now we want to go and use our entry point that we used in the first place. So our entry price was 1.0805. Where did I go again? Sorry. USD. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, 1.08051, and our target price was how much? Someone to tell me what our target price was. Someone to tell me what our target price was. Hey, yeah,
8570.
Good. Thank you so much. I love what you're doing. So our target price, you can see, if when we don't put, you can see, right, it's at negative 805 pips. So when we put our thing there, it will show the pips we are going to. So that's actually 51 pips. 51 pips. So how much are we risking? Let's say we are risking 30% of the account by buying. So which is 30 pips. So position. Maybe let's put it at units. Let's say we are trading at lot size 10.00. Right? So when we come to calculate here, you can see what it's showing us there. Take profit, you see risk reward ratio 578.03.14, amount to risk 30 USD, amount to gain 0.05 USD, p value 0.0. So it works just like that. So now it depends with the target that you put. How much target do you want to put? How much target do you want to do things? You can still come here, maybe you say, how much do you want to risk? Oh, 300 there, you can still calculate. It will still show you amount to risk is like that, amount to gain. It all shows you according to how you've monitored your charts and what you want to do. You get my point? So this was a buy. You can also go there for a sell, 52 pips minus negative 52 pips, calculate, it will bring you, you see, it's going to negative and everything is negative and whatever. So it's up to how much you need, and that's how much you get. This is how you use this thing. You know, it tells you where you are going. So take profit, it's there, you can see it. That's 51 pips. So that 51 pips, you have to calculate it down here with the initial amount to gain and the pip value. Now you start calculating it. How many times does it go inside there? You understand? So let's say our TP here. Let's put a little bit higher TP. I want to show you something. Okay. So now we say our TP. Let's say our TP is we put our TP at 1.09986. Okay, let's go back. Someone to give me the TP we put.
1.0996.
09986.
86. Okay, so we have a new target price over there, right? So that's our entry price over there, and then we calculate. You see. So the more you put, the more, the more you gain. You understand? That's how it is. You can see that is 0.19 USD pip per value. That is 0.001 how do you call this? USD. So this is how you run your calculations, and from here you are able to know to say, what is it that I need? And you calculate from whatever you want. It depends with you, and whatever gain that it gives you, that's what you calculate. That's what you multiply. It's just as simple as that. So we know that that is about 193 pips. Can you see that it's written there, 193 pips? You know, that's our target, 193 pips. And our pip value is down there. It's down there. It's just unfortunate that my account is not running. If it was running, it was even going to be more better, because it was going to be active at some point. So this is how we measure these things. You know, we have the Fibonacci, the pivot points, and whatever. So this is how we measure this thing. But the most important thing that I wanted for you was the margin part, because the margin is what you must know for a trade. You know, that's the most important thing that you must know for a trade. You see, this is what I was talking about. Can you see the margin there? Margin level percent. Are you able to see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the margin level there. So you need to know the margin level required. That's why you put this thing. So you know for sure on this 2.15, what margin level do you need on Euro USD? I bought close. $2.15. Can you see it there? So this is how much you need on each position that you need. This is the required margin. Now it depends how many positions are you going to have? How many positions are you looking at? Are you going to put? Are you going to put lot size 2.1500 positions? Are you going to put 2.5 whatever, you know? Even if you said my lot size was 200 lot, it will still show you that this is how much you need per trade. That's how much you need. So this is the importance of having these things called magic calculator. I think tomorrow I must also show you the computer one. The computer one, I think, more clear. I'm gonna show you the computer one, how it moves and everything, real time. So these are the things that you guys need to learn about. These are things that you need to know about pips, how to measure pips, how to measure margin, and so forth.
Panther,
Yes.
there's something else on your Forex calculator. I believe you need to touch for them that bit on the right-hand side about leverage, so that somebody does not say that Panther taught us how to use Forex calculator and it was at 1 to 50 and I have 1:500. Then they'll blame you later.
Oh yeah, or the leverage part here.
Yes.
Yeah, this is even this part. This is the part, the leverage that you need. You need to know account. Hence, I was saying that you need to actually. I think the best thing is tomorrow. David must remind me in the morning. I have issues with my Zoom, but I think it's my piece. I need to I need to put the new OS because it's I think the 32 byte is giving me issues. You know.
Okay, I'll do that. At what time in the morning?
I think around 10 in the morning, so that at least on the what? I'll be able to show them nicely also on the computer where it's even more clear. But thank you for reminding me about the leverage, guys. Leverage is very, very important as well. You need to, actually, David, we have a lot of things to cover up, you know?
True.
I'm telling you, we have a lot of things to cover up. We have a lot of things to share with these guys, because all these things, guys, how many of you know what leverage is? Does anyone know what leverage is?
I don't know it, so I only just do put 1.200 or 1,000. I don't really know it.
Anyone who knows what leverage is?
I didn't know a little about it, but all I know is that depending on my account size, I use the lowest leverage to not blow the account away. That's exactly what I know about it.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else?
I think majority of us don't really know what these things are. So it would be nice if you really teach us about it now, sir. Yeah.
Okay, when we talk about leverage, you can see there is 1.2 is leverage. Leverage is like borrowed money. I should put it that way. Leverage is like borrowed money. Remember, when you invest, when you open an account, when you put your money there, there is what you call there's the leverage part. You know, there is a leverage part.
Yes.
So leverage itself, it's like borrowed money. The broker gives you the stamina. It supports there is support of equity behind leverage. That's why they say that when you have a small account, you need to move with the smallest leverage ever, because the higher the leverage, the bigger the chances of you blowing your account.
Wow.
So these are the things that when we're starting Forex, if you want to understand them better, there is a book called Baby Pips.
Come again, sir. Come again on the book, sir.
There is a PDF called Baby Pips. It explains nicely. So leverage, like the one that remember we were, David, we were at which one? We were at 1,500, right?
1:50.
Yeah. So it represents something like a loan, leverage. So they say it's something like it's something like a stage of credit brokers extend to their clients. It's given to you by the brokers to just give you that little bit of balance, So hence they say you need to have. There are some pictures actually. Let me remember, what did I put those pictures about leverage? What did I put those pictures? Is it in my hard disk, on my hard drive, or on my external hard disk, or what did I put? There are some pictures that I have that illustrates it nicely. It explains it very, 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 very simple. You actually need to know these leverages, by size. You need to know that this is what you need to know: 1 to 50, 1 to 1, 1 to 200, 1 to what. You need to know all those things. You need to know what they symbolize. Because, like for me, I know for sure that when I see 1 to 50, I know that it means this, 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 this. I know that when I see 1 to whatever, I know what it means. So these are, we have leverages like, I remember when you started trading, I don't know if you used XM, David. Remember they used to manipulate people with 1,888.
Yeah, it's even there. And then they tell you there's they'll give you, is it the $30 bonus?
All those kind of things. So these are all the things that you need to know, guys. I think the biggest problem that I find now is that we have different people with different experience in Forex. So even when we explain certain things, some are able to understand and some are not able to understand, based or depending on the level of skill they have.
Panther, if you allow me, I think I have a way of making it very simple. So guys, leverage is basically this. Panther, kindly click for me leverage.
Okay.
So guys, that range between 1:150, 1:175, 1:200, 1:300. Now, I'll give you an African example, and I'll give you somebody who gambles an example. For an African man, when you're going to meet your wife to be's kingsmen, the introduction, there's those things that you need to have acquired, isn't it?
Yes.
So
absolutely.
Those things cost money, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
So now, before, as a young man, when you're going for the introduction, you're taken by your father or your uncles or whoever. Now, you will be asked, because you're the one in question who wants to get married to this lady. How much do you have? You understand?
Yes.
Now, in leverage, that is the part of one. men now tell you for every 1 naira, shilling, dollar you have, there is a multiple effect. So if you're using 1:500, they will tell you for every 1,000 naira you have, we will back you up with 500. You understand?
Yeah.
So now for every 1,000 naira you have, they top on top of it 500, each and every one of them. So if you have 100,000 naira, they will now do the calculation of 100,000 naira, divide it, and then now do the mathematics of their own side and top up to you so that you go and you achieve your goal. Basically, that is what leverage is. The one side is your account balance, and the other side is the money you are willing to risk to borrow from the broker. When you borrow
that's what I was saying in the first place. That is like is the money. It's like a loan actually.
Yes.
That you get from the broker.
Yes. Now the only difference.
You have explained it very well actually.
Now the only difference between the money that is topped up by your father, your uncles, your kingsmen, and a broker is that depending on the kind of, if you want to show you achieve the event in this aspect is the lot size in comparison to you, as the white man says, cutting your cloth according to your size. So if you go with a lot size that is above your capability, then you get swallowed. You get swallowed.
You sleep with shoes.
Yes, or you go greeting your neighbors when you only have boxers on. And this one, there's no one to complain to. At least your kingsmen will say, at least we tried, but that lady was not the right person. This one, there's nothing like that. It is you, your internet connection, and your entry.
Okay, Mr. David, thank you so much for this explanation. Please, can I ask a question, please, regards your explanation?
Ask.
Okay, sir. Okay, but on this, I don't really 100% understand your explanation fully. I understood it to an extent, but I feel if I ask this question, maybe it will make me understand it very well.
Okay. Ask.
Now, for like an $100 account,
yes,
that is using 1.200 as leverage.
Yes.
What would can you use that as an explanation? And the person do come in mostly with 0.2, 0.02 or 0.03 lot size on each position, and sometimes you open 3 or 4 positions.
You
and he gets his account blown up almost all the time.
Yes, because now you have already, that is now where Panther keeps on telling people about greed. When you already, me personally, when I started my journey, I thought I can master 1:500 with $100. It's nearly impossible, because, and I decided to experiment with NASDAQ. NASDAQ is a monster. When it moves 10 pips, your $100 is gone. Leave alone your bonus. Now, to answer your question, somebody who has $100 with 1:200,
yes,
should try as much as possible to have 2 positions. Then you must also be able to know the kind of broker you are using for several reasons.
Okay.
There are certain there are other things, Panther, I think we should also inform them on. There's something called spread.
Yes.
So that's the difference between the asking price and the bid price. Now,
bid price.
Your broker will say they will clobber you on your spread. They will have commission. If your trade goes overnight, they will clobber you again.
Yeah,
And then
on
now
swap.
there's leverage. Now, depending on the broker you have, and in that scenario of 1:200 with $100, that person should open positions of at most 2 of 0.01. He should not go beyond that, because again, sometimes we jump into trades, like if you see the kind of trades we enter,
Yeah.
the turning point that I see might be different from the one that you see, and then also there's how the market behaves. So
Yes.
you must give your trades allowance so that you don't lose your money. Now, if something decides to fall 20 pips, your account will still be able, it has not drowned yet.
Yes.
It's still fighting, trying to make its way to the surface, which is now the entry level, before now the market goes your direction. There is also another thing that we will share with you guys with Panther. There's something called a liquidity void. It is how when you hear Panther say that they are manipulating, a broker, for traders, a broker is somebody who also goes and borrows money from somewhere to be able to run his business. Now, when you guys are trading, those positions are called liquidity voids, are places where they come in and they manipulate, they play with your emotions so that they're able to see how many people they will be able to kill their dream of that position, make you close early and take that loss, or potentially blow their accounts, and then it goes to their direction. That's why I was telling you, if you have $100 with 1:200, try as much as possible to have at most 0.012 positions, not more, and then that account will